I see the looking funny. Peasants, yeah, I know why they uncomfortable. My presence, and I pull up to the
7-3, man in the middle. Number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday,
holy cow, welcome back. What's up, Daniel?
The Houston Rockets.
How's it going, guys?
On Wednesday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Awesome.
The Houston Rockets. At the guard positions, Van Fleet in green.
Good deal.
Dylan Brooks out there with Thompson. And it's
I think we'll play a little bit of basketball. I've been a little sluggish on the streaming, man. Been playing a lot of Fortnite and stuff, but trying to do a little franchise mode with the Spurs.
And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
No good on that one. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. And stolen by Barnes. Vassell outside. It's Fox atop the key.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're in luck. They'll probably whoop my butt, man.
Clock at 6. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Şengün. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys,
there we go, De'Aaron Fox. That's good. Now we just got to make sure to play some good defense.
He is so much more physical.
Van Vliet with a screen on Vassell. Thompson against Barnes. A baseline J, and that one is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green against Fox. His shot is good, making him a perfect.
Oh, man. Track meet.
Yeah, Fox can be so.
I think De'Aaron's got that matchup all day.
Adjustments to get by the defense.
Thompson outside. Green kicks to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Houston. Inside. Green, the pass to Şengün. Count that one.
As he gets more.
Oh, yeah. So I still haven't played the new one, man. That's how out of touch I've been on this thing.
Brooks against Vassell. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The shot will not fall. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Ball passes to Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Thompson. And off the left side of the rim. And
easy money.
And this is what you
oh,
want
really?
to see. Wembanyama
Yeah, I was a little worried about that. I hate that they charge such a high price tag for copy and paste stuff, man. It's just irritating. It's like I wish they just released like an update instead of like a brand new game. You know what I mean?
Not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Fleet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role. A true leader on the floor. Van Fleet knows how to run an offense very efficiently.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Now here's Paul. No scoring in this one. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And it's Van Fleet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. It's a three-point game. This matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Spurs leading by 3. Outside, Fox. Vassell sets a screen for Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Off target with this.
God, that was good ball movement too, man.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brooks kicks to Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Vassell was screen on Green. The kick out to Barnes. Vassell against Brooks. And the basket by
There
Vassell.
we go. Devin Vassell.
How confident of a score Vassell
Like him, man.
become, taking on
Underrated player.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. To the paint. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Pass to Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell left side.
Got him. Let's go.
Vassell's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thompson outside. Here's Green. Brooks outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Fox. Barnes can't get it to go. Thompson up top, covered by Barnes. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Fox against Green. Van Vliet wide open. Good as Green picking up the assist. And that ties it up.
Set him up properly. Van Fleet will knock that down.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's the Spurs now. Outside, Fox. Lets a floater go. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm Spurs, buddy. What's up, Max?
Let's check out some stats for Thompson. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 9 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Now here's Green. Still without a basket. Here's Van Vliet. And the call on the
come
shot
on,
that sends
man.
him to the line.
Come on.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in.
Forget how tough Hall of Fame
what do you
is.
have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
This is where we'll probably see Castle the most, creating opportunities with the ball in his hand.
Houston's gone 2 of 2.
I'm thinking about it, man, for sure.
Şengün with
Depends
the
on what
screen for
changes
Van
they do.
Vliet. Outside, Green. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. And the Rockets lead by 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Wembanyama passes to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wembanyama's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Oh, well, that's pretty neat. What do you just make up your own high school? Is that what it is? Or they got like 3 sets?
Brooks
that's cool.
For Green. Over Castle. And it's Green missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Barnes sets a screen for Fox. 5 to shoot. And
got him.
Good. Barnes.
Nice pick and pop.
Very good
I
shooting.
like that. I like that.
The Rockets trail. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Pass to Green.
Shut him down. Nice, good defense.
It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc.
That's definitely a neat little feature.
Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Fox finds Wembanyama. Can't hit from in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Thompson passes to Green.
How the heck does he miss that shot?
Out to Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Şengün with a wide open look. And they'll get another chance.
Come on now.
Back to Van Vliet.
My guard's got a rebound.
Houston needs to get a shot off. Thompson from long
good D.
range. The shot comes
Good
out.
board.
San Antonio leading. Now Johnson. Still yet to score.
Oh, that's a pretty nice little touch there.
Wembanyama passes to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock.
Oh, my God. What the heck happened there?
And here's some numbers on Fox.
Come on, man.
Coming off a terrific season. First in steals, and of course.
Hold on a second, guys.
Of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the
Yeah,
ball in the
I
basket.
definitely like the Arkansas
And
quarterback.
as you said, first in steals last
Jalen
season,
Green.
you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Here's what
He
San
gets
Antonio's
overlooked a lot
going
in
with
college
right now.
football.
Mamu
I
Kelishvili
think
is checked in.
he could be a good NFL player one day.
Subbed in for Barnes. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
They played good the first part of the season. They kind of died off, didn't they? Towards the end.
Franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards
I was
haven't
happy
changed.
my
Be very direct, demand, be fair,
favorite
and
player, Cam
love.
Ward, went number
You gotta
1.
know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago.
Tennessee.
today.
Yes.
Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us. Perfect. Here's Castle.
Yeah, it's true.
Pass to Champagne.
It's true, Max.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Mamu Kelishvili.
What
Once
the?
again off the mark by San Antonio.
What kind of shot?
Here's Whitmore. Makes it off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Down low, here's
Nice
Champagne.
look. Oh,
Trying to use the
my.
glass.
And being that close
Yeah,
to the
the-
hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
What was his name, man? I know you're talking about.
Whitmore finds
You talking about the
Green.
transfer
Smith
out of
sets the
Utah
pick
from
for
last
Green.
year?
Over Castle, and that one's good. Green. Now it's a 3-point
Jackson,
Houston
right?
lead.
I think his name was
love seeing
Jackson.
Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
Slow Floats one up.
Okay.
Sends it back. And it's
yeah, Jackson, that's what you're talking about.
Last touch by Adams.
Jake
Let's take a second look at that.
I think or something. No, Jake Quentin Jackson, I think is what his name was.
That are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
So for the Rockets, Şengün comes in for Steven Adams, and Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Jalen Green. Sohan with the screen. And
easy money.
Basket by Castle.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Houston.
Block out. Good D, guys.
Spurs. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Castle, guarded by Holiday. Castle misses.
And
getting to the rack, just not finishing.
With their effort on the boards, you look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Whitmore with it. The three ball hits the three-point bomb.
Mighty.
Whitmore's got his second bucket of the night.
Grant.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Rockets on top, up 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time
what
again
position does he play?
In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Castle. Last game we saw him score 14. Back to Sohan.
Oh, come on,
stolen by Shepard.
Wide receiver, nice.
Smith outside.
Yeah, he'll have to really impress the coaches to get on the field, though.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against Memphis.
That's cool, though. Awesome.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili, San Antonio.
What the heck are my guys doing, man?
Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets 4th.
Last year, they had a very physical aspect of the game down. They were a very tough team to keep off the boards.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Castle. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Shepard. Spurs trail by 6. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with. And so often is the case, Şengün in the right position to make the play. That's just great defense.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Now here's Paul. Still scoreless. Fox from outside. Rebound by Smith. Rockets leading by 9. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Whitmore, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And San Antonio shooting 43% for the game. Holiday against Paul. Sohan with the screen, trying to end the drought. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
The Rockets again can't hit.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Wembanyama, a screen on Holiday. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
I'm not sure how defenders are supposed to guard Wembanyama without making contact.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Whitmore. Guarded by Fox. Back to Whitmore. Launches a three. Hits it from three-point range. Whitmore's got 8 points.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Vassell outside. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Cool, man. I don't follow much college baseball, but that's neat.
By the Spurs.
What?
Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the technical free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Whitmore. Here's Eason. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Eason. A second chance effort. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Eason's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets. Fox passes to Paul. Wembanyama, a screen on VanVleet. Paul Fox. Oh, what a slam from Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Şengün. And taken away by Paul. Barnes outside. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. Wembanyama, a screen. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Fox.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Şengün, back to Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems. And we don't.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I just kind of just
rocketing off the deck.
Give it my best shot. I get beat a lot.
Exuberance.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 11. Wembanyama outside. And it's Vassell in the corner. 6 to shoot. Over Brooks. Vassell, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Van Vliet against Paul. Thompson outside. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's Fox. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Fox. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to Şengün. Green with the ball. Defended by Paul. Green kicks to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Vassell was screen on Green. Over in the corner, Barnes. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Green up on top. Guarded by Fox. Fox against Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Green's got 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Fox goes in. The shot misses. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Paul. The kick out to Fox. Barnes sets a screen for Fox. And yes, it's good. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice use of the pick there. Fox lost the defender and capitalized.
Now Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Şengün with a screen on Paul. For 3, Van Vliet. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. Paul finds Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Three on the clock. Barnes dishes to Fox. Offline with his 3. Rockets leading by 14. For 3, Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Paul. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Vassell outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Goes back up. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Van Vliet against Paul. Van Vliet passes to Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Right on the bucket. Green's got 9 points.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Smith checked in for Houston. Spurs trail by 14. Here's Castle. They set the screen. And there's the drive. And he dunks it down.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show him how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. Johnson against Brooks. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Champagnie.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
And it's Green, missing. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Dallas. Here's Castle. He's got 9. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Yeah, I actually played
playmaking, defensive
a game or two of college. I'm not really into Madden anymore.
Can do at an elite level. That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
He's perfect from the line this time. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 6.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Castle. Covered by Van Vliet. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing Madden for like 20 years, man.
And he sinks the second.
Nothing goes back to the old days, except for the graphics, of course.
Now, here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. They need this one, and it's Green slamming it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court.
Decent comeback there.
And are not afraid
Down
to
by
show it
6.
either. And
Still.
we finished one half of basketball. Rockets lead by. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome in for halftime. And what
they've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement. And as a basketball fan, it's...
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. A question here from astronaut Ari, who asks, is it okay to eat sushi you bought at a gas station? I thought you guys might have some thoughts on this.
Yeah, in real life, the Rockets probably would wipe the floor with the Spurs. I don't know about this one, though. We might be able to come back.
And that concludes halftime.
Yeah.
Now time to send it over to
Tecmo
Kevin
Bowl, that
Harlan
used to be my
as the game's
favorite
about to
game
resume.
back before Madden.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Taking a look at the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Fox, and he lays it straight in. Fox has got 12 in the game.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Green taking his time here. Good defense by Wembanyama.
All right, that was better defense that time. We'll take that. I'm going to stick with De'Aaron Fox, man. He's been, as I can get a screen. Let's see. Yeah.
Just 5 to shoot. Into the lane. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball.
He's just so quick.
Struggling to contain them.
Even for Thompson.
Thompson outside.
I always say I'm not going to buy Madden, and I do. So I'm going to quit saying it. Oh, from deep, missed it.
Paul kicks to Fox.
I buy it every year. I get suckered into it.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. To the
oh, yeah, let's go. Come on.
With the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so it's Houston with it. And here is Van Vliet. He has 6. Outside, Green. Şengün with a screen on Fox. Green inside. Put by Fox. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Fox with it. Now defended by Şengün. Wembanyama against Brooks. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Green kicks to Şengün. Fox against Green. Brooks from outside. Here's Thompson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 15 points.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself.
Yeah.
Second opportunity.
I'd like to see that matchup in real life.
Paul against Van Vliet. Paul passes to Vassell. Barnes screen on Brooks. Good. 7 points in the
But
game.
he can't lock up Vassell. That don't make any sense.
Start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Thompson outside. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Although he is just 6 feet
Freaking
tall,
Chris Paul is a liability, man. He's a liability out here, guys.
A screen.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Rockets leading by 4.
No doubt, no doubt.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün against Wembanyama. Now, here's Şengün. He's tightly guarded. Good defense by Wembanyama. Paul passes to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Fox with it. Now defended by Şengün. Brooks outside. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Come on, man. Barnes.
An A for effort
the hell
for
was
trying
that?
to dunk through the defense. Maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The deep three from Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. And a switch here also for Houston. Eason's checked in. Fox against Van Vliet. Vassell outside. Now Fox. He's got 14. Looking to end the run. And Thompson sends it back.
God almighty, he's getting beat up down there by Thompson.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Pass to Thompson. And some nice passing there by Houston.
Check out some stats for Wembanyama. Great showing for him last season. Last year averaged 21 points per, over 3.5 blocks and 10 rebounds. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Barnes. Here's Fox, drives to the hoop. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. No good on the triple.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Fox against Van Vliet. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Thompson.
God almighty, dude, the turnovers.
And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Here's Castle, headed by Green.
Oh, my goodness.
What a play.
Oh, man, what an incredible throwdown by the rookie Castle. Wow.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Rockets leading by 11. Green with the ball. He's got 16. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. Green's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Houston. Van Vliet against Fox. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night. Rockets have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Mamu Kelishvili has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Fox. 18 points for him. And the officials have called the illegal scoring right there. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In the third spot, the Spurs.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. to the middle. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Rockets leading by 14. Thompson outside. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half. Here's Castle, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Castle. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Thompson sets the pick for Green. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
A moment to check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. Last season, he played outstanding, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Şengün. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Thompson outside, trying to find Whitmore, and gets it to him.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Here's Castle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Green.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Count it. Green's got 13 points in just this quarter.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Castle. He's got 17. Eason grabs the board. To the inside. Adams dishes to Green. Pass to Eason. Now Whitmore. 9 points in the game so far. Green finds Whitmore. But 3. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got his first basket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Castle. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Champagny. He's covered by Eason. Oh, offensive interference.
No basket.
Houston leading by 20. Now here's Green. He's got 24. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
At the line for the Rockets.
And both free throws good for Green. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
and I don't care what anybody says, you can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they get it back. Here's Castle. And it's blocked. 1 second left. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Houston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Pulls up, high post. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Shepard with the ball. Here's Eason. Pass to Whitmore. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. Clock at 4. From 11 feet away. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Castle. Johnson left side. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
That is a shot that Johnson continues to do damage with. His mid-range game is evolving before our eyes.
The Rockets again can't hit.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Castle. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
Barnes, who's checked in for Johnson. Free throw good. Whitmore. Spurs trail by 18. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Castle. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Şengün. And it's the Rockets on the break. Eason's shot is good.
And I like how Shepard keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
Pass to Castle. Ball outside. And Wembanyama up top. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Here's Whitmore. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Wembanyama down low. Şengün's there. Houston leading by 19. Pass to Whitmore. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. He takes it in. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Shepard, the pass to Şengün. Drills it from outside. And the Rockets lead by 20.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Down low. Wembanyama passes to Paul. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Whitmore finds Eason, and here's Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Houston leading by 19. Now Whitmore. Şengün with a screen on Paul. Van Vliet. Another shot. Smith wide open. He fires. The Rockets with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Wembanyama. Fox with it. The 19-foot shot. And Wembanyama throws it down.
I like how Fox ran that two-man game, making the correct decision. I'd like to see that more from him.
Ball against Van Vliet. Pass to Whitmore. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Misses from close range. Rockets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Drops in the layup for 2. Fox has got 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Whitmore with it. Van Vliet outside. The 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Nifty move. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Does Wemby even need to jump to dunk? No. Must be nice.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets.
Timeout, timeout.
22 is their biggest lead. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. San Antonio making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Houston also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Cam Whitmore. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Fox goes in. That one falls. Fox has got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Thompson in the corner. Van Vliet sets the pick for Thompson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
Thompson no good on the free throw.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. They shoot again. Nice move. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Houston leading by 13. And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Green. Fires from deep. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball, and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Fox against Green. Vassell outside. Stolen by Brooks. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And when he's locked in on defense, Brooks is a force. Almost a one-man fast break waiting to happen.
Green against Fox. Here he goes. Paul with the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün against Wembanyama. Outside, Green. Here's Şengün. Rebounded by the Spurs. Vassell outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Here's Green. Wembanyama with the rebound. Fox against Green. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. It's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And that one drops for him.
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
It's Fox with the drive. Can't cash in from close range. Rockets leading by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Amen Thompson.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
It's blocked. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Here's Paul. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with